Welcome to Walker's Market Weekly. I'm RK Walker, coming to you from my home while the New York Stock Exchange's floor is temporarily closed, bringing you a review of this week's stock market. On Monday, markets were encouraged by governments announcing plans to reopen economies. New York's Governor Cuomo said hospitalizations related to the coronavirus have fallen for 14 days, and he announced plans to allow a phased reopening of businesses. The carnage in oil resumed as West Texas Intermediate crude fell 23% to $13.11 a barrel. The Dow Industrials closed 358 points higher. On Tuesday, the Case-Shiller Home Price Index for February rose 0.4%, and consumer confidence for April plummeted 31.9 points to 86.9. Investors waited for a slew of corporate earnings due to come out, as well as the outcome of the latest two-day Federal Reserve meeting. Markets opened sharply higher, but by the end of the day gave up their gains, with the Dow Industrials closing 32 points lower and the Nasdaq Composite falling 1.4%. Oil continued falling, with West Texas Intermediate crude finishing at $12.69 a barrel. On Wednesday, GDP for the first quarter fell 4.8%. The pending home sales index for March fell 20.8%, and the EIA petroleum status report for the week ending April 24th rose 9 million barrels. Despite the gloomy economic news, markets rose strongly after Gilead's antiviral drug showed positive results in a trial treating coronavirus patients. In addition, Alphabet, the parent company of Google, reported a revenue growth decline that was lower than expected, boosting the tech sector. The Federal Reserve concluded their two-day meeting and pledged to keep interest rates near 0% until the economy has weathered recent events and on track to achieve maximum employment and price stability goals. On Thursday, jobless claims for the week ending April 25th were 3.8 million, falling 603,000 from the previous week and bringing the six-week total to 30.3 million unemployed. Personal income for March fell 2%, consumer spending dropped 7.5%, and the PCE price index fell 0.3%. The employment cost index for the first quarter rose 0.8%. Even though the Dow Industrials fell 288 points by the close, the S&P 500 finished the month with a 13% gain, its largest monthly gain since 1987. West Texas Intermediate crude rose 26% to $18.99 a barrel. On Friday, the ISM Manufacturing Index for April declined to 41.5, higher than expectations, and markets opened sharply lower, with the Dow Industrials down over 400 points. The tech sector also opened lower on news that Amazon plans to spend all of its second quarter profits on coronavirus-related expenses. This is Walker's Market Weekly. I'm RK Walker, and I'll see you again next week.